Hey everyone, it's Abby and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I tone my hair extensions with purple shampoo. So there's a couple of reasons why I like to tone my hair with purple shampoo rather than using an actual toner. So your clip-in hair extension is going to be really porous, so if you were to just pop a toner on there, you're not really too sure how the extensions are going to react. A lot of the times the hair extensions that you get probably aren't exactly the same shade as what the hair was originally. So they will have been dyed and things to make the actual perfect colour that you receive. So when you're either dyeing hair extensions or toning them, it can be a little bit hit and miss on what's actually going to happen. So that's why when buying your hair extensions, it's best to try and get the best colour match possible. But if not, I always tend to go a little bit of a shade darker and then tone them with purple shampoo just to bring out some of those white ashy tones. So the technique I'm going to show you involves popping your hair extensions in a bath of purple shampoo water. Now this is a technique I've been using for many years now and I found it to be a little bit foolproof because you can just keep dunking the hair in, gradually getting them more and more ashy. You don't have to worry about them all of a sudden just saturating all of that purple colour in. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So up first, what you're going to need. So you'll need a brush to brush your hair extensions beforehand. I'm using this soft Denman brush. You'll also need some purple shampoo. So I have the Lush Daddy-O shampoo and then I have one that's really strong that my auntie gave me from her hairdressers, and I just mix the two together. And you're also going to want some conditioner. So I currently use solid conditioner on my own hair, but I have these bottles that have got bits of conditioner left, so I just use these and save them for my hair extensions. You're also going to want some serum of some kind. I have, again, I don't use this on my real hair, but this is just left over from before. You're also going to want a bowl. So I've just got this old one that we have for cleaning and things. And last but not least, you'll need your hair extensions. So today we're using the Barefoot Blonde 24-inch hair extensions. So I'm just moved you over to our bath. So first of all, you're going to want to fill your bowl up with warm water. Now I prefer to do this in the bath, so I have the bowl that will have the purple shampoo water in it, and then I'll have the shower head which I can put on to rinse everything away. So now you're going to want to add in your purple shampoo. Now a little goes a long way when you are dyeing hair extensions, or toning hair extensions should I say, as they are very porous. The main problem that I had when I first started trying to tone my hair extensions was that I just popped the shampoo straight onto the hair extensions and it just left purple blobs down it. So this method is what I've been using for the past sort of 3 or 4 years and it's been working brilliant for me. So here we have the hair that I'm going to be toning today. So as you can see, it's a warm tone blonde with lots of different tones in it. But I'd want to make this a little bit more ashy. So before we just dunk those in, we want to separate them out into smaller clusters. So I'm going to put them in pairs. And first up, you're going to want to wet one of the hair extensions and leave it to the side. So you can use this as a reference. Hair looks a lot different when it's wet. So if you have one that's not been touched yet, you can kind of judge how light you are getting and if you're actually going a bit too far with the tone. So as you can see, the colour changes quite a lot once they are wet. Mostly it goes a lot darker, so I like to just keep this one as a bit of a reference to make sure that I'm not going a bit too ashy with it. Okay, so now time to start toning the hair extensions. Again, you just want to saturate it with water first, just to make sure that it's all wet and you're going to get an evener coverage when you pop it in the bowl. And then you're just going to want to dunk the hair in and just swirl it around. So let's just compare that next to the other one. So you can see a slight difference. And that's pretty much all I want, is just to take down the yellow tone just slightly. I'm just going to dunk it a tiny bit more. And you just want to be really gentle with the hair. I found that this is the best method, just dunking it in and just taking off any excess. Just gently run your fingers through just to check that it's got everywhere that you need. And then the most important step is to make sure that you rinse this off. All you need to do now is complete the process for all the other wefts. Obviously, oh, the tap's just gurgling. Obviously, if you want them a lot more toned, you would just maybe put less water in and more shampoo. I'm just going to hold them all together just for a bit of a swill. And then also, if you hold the hair extensions halfway and just make sure you just dunk the top clip parts just so they get a good soaking as well. The key is to just take it one step at a time. It may be that when these dry, you notice that they aren't ashy enough, but that's not a problem because you can always repeat the process again. The harder thing is when they've gone too far and you want to then add warmth back into them. That's the difficult part. Okay, so let's just give them a final rinse. So for my hair, these look just about right now. There's still some warmth in there, but especially at the ends, you can see they get a lot more ashy at the bottom. So with hair extensions, the most important step is going to be conditioner. So looking for products that add moisture. So if you are just generally washing them, use a moisturising shampoo. I'm going to show you a technique I do every time that I wash my hair extensions. So we'll do it on this step as well. They probably don't need it because they are brand new, but I'll just show you anyway. I'm just going to rinse the bowl out and just fill the bowl up slightly. We don't need as much water as last time. So you're going to want to take your conditioner, and I'm quite generous with this. So now you have a bowl with water and conditioner in it. I also like to just pop a few squirts of serum in there as well. I then take the extensions as a whole and gently place them around. Ensuring everything is submerged under the water. Now, depending on the quality of your hair extensions, how long you've had them for, how much heat you use on them, it just depends on how long to leave them in this sort of treatment for. I like to leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes and then rinse it off. Okay, so it's now been 15 minutes. Now I'm gently going to just find where the clips are and gently pull these out. And then when you're washing off the conditioner, I don't tend to wash it off as much as I would on my real hair. I just like to give it a nice quick rinse just to make sure that there's no residue, especially on the clips and things like that. Okay, so that's everything done. So this is the hair now. Okay, so now what you want to do is find somewhere where you can lay these down completely flat on a towel and leave them to air dry. So for me that means my landing. Excuse the scuffed post, we're in the middle of painting and sanding those down. So you're just going to want to gently take each piece. You can gently run your fingers through them and then just place that down. Okay, so the hair is all laid out now. And I'll leave it here overnight. Just before I go to bed, I will pick up the pieces, just give them a bit of a shake, and then lay them down the other way. If needs be, which I probably will do with these ones, with them being a lot longer. Sometimes I just change the towel that's underneath as well. So I'll see what these are like tomorrow, and we may just repeat the process again until it gets as ashy as we need. Okay, so it's now the next morning and the hair extensions have fully dried and they have a little bit more of an ash tone to them. As you can see, some of the darker sections have still retained the warmth, which is what I need for my hair because I do have some lighter bits and warmer sections underneath. As you can see, they've dried and those lighter tones are really, really ashy there. So these hair extensions are the Barefoot Blonde 24 inch in Barefoot Blonde, which is a perfect blonde for those who have multiple tones but tend to naturally be quite warmer. So I have to use purple shampoo pretty much every time I wash my hair to keep it this ash tone, and it's not even that ash really. There's still a lot of warmth in there, especially when the hair lays flat. So there we have it. If it is that you wanted them to be any more ashier, you just either repeat the process or, like I said before, just pop more shampoo and less water in your bowl. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.